What's going on, Craft Beer Revolution? This is Brian coming to you with another beer review. And today we are going to be sipping on some Center of the Universe. It's by Center of the Universe. It's called Shut Up. Just the name alone wanted me to check this one out. But having not heard about it from a friend of mine, I probably would have passed it up. Typically, more of a stout person, so typically I'm looking for stouts, and every now and then I'll look for an ale, and I'll find something that I really like in the ale category. But this came highly recommended, and just like I said, the name alone makes you want to give it a whirl. This is a Belgium dark strong ale, aged in bourbon and port barrels. So anytime I see anything that's aged in bourbon barrels, I tend to want to jump all over it because I'm a big fan of the bourbon barrels. This one is actually a local brewery here to me in Ashland, Virginia, which is probably about an hour and 15, hour and 30 minutes away from where I live. And it was released on my birthday of all dates, Black Friday last year, 2015, to date the beer. I'm pretty excited to check it out. See what this thing looks like. So let's go ahead and break her open. And I didn't mention that it is a 13.5 ABV. So this is a pretty big boy. All right, let's see what kind of color we got here. Oh, it's actually it's almost a stout kind of color. That's wild. Typically your ales are more amberish or red. This one is actually coming out to be quite darker than I thought. I was told it was dark, but I didn't believe it till I'm seeing it now. It's almost a stout kind of color. So that's different. It was aged in port barrels as well, so maybe that has something to do with it. It's probably going to be a little winey taste to it. So let's go ahead and get a nose on it and see what it smells like here. Oh yeah, very wine, fruity smell right off the bat. Pretty strong fruits. I'm not really... Not too much alcohol on the first nose, but you can just smell like the plums, the cherries, maybe grapes, stuff like that. So it's a very fruity smell. You know what I mean? The more I smell it, though, you kind of do get I do get a little bit of the bourbon smell, just a tad bit, not too strong, but it is there, almost like a roasty and an oaky smell. Definitely the bourbon. The more I smell it, the more the bourbon's starting to come out. So I'm definitely smelling that as well. So very fruity. Bourbon kind of hits you a little bit too. I think I'm smelling plums, cherries, probably grapes. Like I said, it's probably going to be a very wine tasting beer. So probably kind of like the best of both worlds, mixing a little bit of wine, a little bit of three worlds, a little bit of wine flavor, a little bit of bourbon, a little bit of beer, baby. You can't go wrong with that, right? Let's give it a taste here. Cheers. Wow. Okay. So first sip, the bourbon is is there. A lot more than I expected. I actually expected it to be a little bit more fruity up front, but the fruit actually comes on the back end, as well as I'm hinting like almost chocolate notes as well. So bourbon kind of the first thing that I tasted there, and then as the taste goes through on like the second palate, I'm getting more of the fruits, and then on the back end almost like a chocolatey taste too. So a little bit of everything there. Pretty awesome. Yep, they definitely getting the cherries, the plum. The plum's pretty strong in it. Wow. It's definitely different than most ales that I've ever had. And you do, what is that, like raisin or something that I'm getting there too as well? Something like even vanilla, a little bit of everything in this thing. So this is pretty impressive. I'm gonna swirl it up a little bit here. Look at that. And it's actually leaving a nice little film all the way around there. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah, like I said, that's almost, and it's probably going to taste a lot different as it sits. I'm sure that bourbon is probably going to start coming out a little bit more. It's there in the first palate, and then like I said, you get a lot of the fruits, and then on the back end, it's kind of like a little bit of chocolate with a little bit of oak flavor. So you're kind of getting like a rainbow of things with it. So pretty good beer all around. I'm going to finish sipping on this. And if you want to find out what I rated this beer, because I'm not going to tell, I can't really tell you what I rate it now because it's probably going to change as it sits. So I always rate it after I do the video. So if you want to find out what I rated it, check on that below the video there. Also, make sure you like this if you got any help from it, and drop a comment. Let us know what you think. Let us know if you've had it before, what you thought about it. Give us some ideas on some beers that you enjoy. And with that, you'll see me on the next one. I'm Brian, and remember, don't be average. Drink craft beer. We'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks.